And sisters, here I am. We're going to try this thing again, all right? Here, this is the morning of the 11th of August. Here we go. It's now what, 6 o'clock? No, 7:04. Here we go. I'm going to bring up the screen. Going to do this. We're doing it, okay? Bring up the whole screen, and I'm going to bring this guy in here, and we're going to go over to here, and here we go. Hope you're seeing this. How can I do this? Oh. See, I have no way of knowing if you guys are seeing this. Well, here we go. What the heck? We're either doing it or we're not. I don't know how to. What am I doing wrong here? All right, let me stop screen sharing. Here we go. Here we go. Entire screen. Share. And we want. I got to get it up over here. Let me bring it up. This. There we go. I think we've got it now, folks. I hope. Come on. Now we make this whole thing big. Let me see. This and this. Okay. Are we seeing this or not? I have no idea what's going on here. God, you know how frustrating this is for me, people? Entire screen, bottom container. How about bottom container? What happens if I do that? So let's see. Can I do this now? How does this work? Let's go. That's not going to work either. I'm trying, people. Help me, dear God, help me. Google Hangout. No. Entire screen. This is what we see. No, not that. No. No. I'm still broadcasting. All right, I'm going to try it. This is it. If it doesn't work on this time, then we're just going to hang it up. So I can't even get to see. Now what? So I want to do that. Right? Am I seeing? I wish I could ask if you guys. I guess we're seeing this on the screen now. All right. I'm sure hoping. All right. Well, now I got to go over here. All right. I think we're seeing this. All right. So what? All right. Here we go. Here we go. All right. Everybody's seeing this. I believe you guys are. God, I pray that you are. All right. I'm asking in Jesus' name that you're seeing this on the screen. Please, dear God, let them be seeing what I'm seeing. All right. This is important because I want to read from Psalms 19 again. All right. Just to show you now, this is a repeat of what I did yesterday, but now with the pictures. You get more bang for the buck on this one. All right. Let's see. So today's August. I'm sorry. I don't want to make you dizzy now. 2016, it's August, and today's the 11th. All right, let's look at where we're in Leo, and the sun is inside the house. See that this is the house. See, here's the outline of the house is right here. This is the foundation of the house. All right, the floor plan, if you will. Okay, see where the cursor is moving. It's going all around, and then Leo's in the house. Yeah, this is also the representation of the Lion of Judah. Okay, that's the constellation in the heavens that would represent Revelation 5:5, if nothing else. And we know that God places these, his handiwork is all these stars, all the houses. You see, in my Father's house are many mansions, or chambers, right? So here's the chambers, here's the mansions. Each one of these constellations has an outline, which is like a foundation or a house. Okay, there's many houses, there's many chambers, all right? Right? I wouldn't want to go into this chamber. It looks a little bit, no. Anyway, here's the deal. With Leo representing the Lion of Judah, and we know who the Lion of Judah is. It's Shiloh, it's Jesus, it's the Son of Man, it's Jesus, our Lord, okay? The Lion of Judah. But that's his house, okay? But we're talking about Jupiter down here, right? We're talking about Jupiter, which is known as the King Star, right? The King Star. And look at on Stellarium, on this program, I'm showing it right here that now Jupiter is out of the house, has left the house of the Lion of Judah. See, Leo's right up here. Okay, so it's left according to what Daniel has shown us. Now I know this is Stellarium, and it's the lines here, or could be like right here. All right, this line could literally be where Jupiter's still touching the line. Okay, but it's very close to being over, if not over already. But I'm just showing you a placement here, so I'm not getting too critical on the timing, but I am going to show you that we can look at the sun. The sun has entered in. Now, again, if that line on the other end over there, if this borderline was moved a little bit this way to where Jupiter was still upon it, okay, then this line up here also would have to be moved, right? Because you're dragging the house down a little bit. So at this rate, this morning, the sun is basically right by the line of the house. It's just entered the house, okay? And the sun, S-O-N, not S-U-N, but the sun is moving into his house. He's moving in, bringing his furniture and everything else, you know. He's bringing in he's checking it out. He's walking through to check. Because remember, he said he's going to build this house, right? He's building the house. Went to his father's house, up in the heavens where there are many mansions, right? All the mansions. See all that? That's all the mansions, all right? Or the chambers or the houses, okay? I'm just going to call it a house, all right? So he goes to his house. He's just come in. If the sun, S-U-N, or I should say S-O-N, because that's the way Psalms 19 relates this. So it's very interesting when you start to get the relationship of, because we know that Jupiter is not necessarily it's a king. It's not a king, it's a planet. So then we have to look at the sun and say, okay, well then if Jupiter can be related to the king, all right, or a scepter, or the father, you know, see, this is all ancient mythology. We're not looking at we know that God has placed the stars in the heavens and given them placement. That's his handiwork. All these things. Watch this. Let me show you something here. Because I did this yesterday and nobody could see it. See this star right here where the cursor is? I'm going to click on that. Look up to the corner up here. Well, that star is 318.82 light years. Okay. Let's see where this star is. See this one right here? Right below Venus? Watch this. This is in Leo. So is this one, by the way. See, it says Leo. See, 48 Leo. Watch this. Watch this one right here, right on that ecliptic. Look at how many light years. 5,722.4.04 light years. Light travels at 186,000 miles per second times 60 seconds times 60 more for the hour times 24. Okay? You probably won't even be able to say the number if you calculated it out. And that's 1 light year. This is 5,000 times that number plus. Okay? To get an idea of that, you can't even imagine. Okay? That's, you talk about the national debt and all the money that the world owes and the trillions and all that stuff. It's more distant to that star than all the money in the world could ever amount to, ever. Okay? The numbers don't go that high. So the whole thing, what I'm trying to show you here, is the sun just entered into the house. All right? The Son of God. All right? Using the Jupiter as the king star, the sun's just come in, didn't it? Just entered the house last night. If I were to go back to the 10th, oh, that's the 12th. Let me go back to the 10th. There it is. He's just coming through the door last night. Let him get inside already. He's got to answer the phone. You know, he's got to do a few things in the house. And then he's going to come get us. How you like that? He's going to come get us, people. Jesus is coming. This is the Jubilee year. We've been delivered to the exact year. You understand that? Prophecy of Daniel 9:25. 7 weeks and 62 weeks, 483 years to September the 23rd, 2015. This is the Jubilee. He would naturally come on a Jubilee. But just reckon this. You see, he's just entering the house. Realize he's entering his house. This is Jesus's house. This is the house where the representation of Jesus. Behold, the Lion of Judah. Should I read it? Yes, I will read it. Revelation 5:5. See, this goes along with looking at the screen right now. I'm talking. You're looking at the screen, giving it thought. Okay. Okay. I love you guys, and I'm in love with my Lord Jesus Christ. Okay. He gave me this. All right, he gave me what to look at, and not just me finding this by accident. This is all the studies we've been following along with Daniel, Velez, and watching his channel, and following the scriptures as well. It's not just Daniel either, but everybody in the Watchman community has a piece of the puzzle. I've said it, and I'll say it again, and I'll continue to say it till we're up with our Lord Jesus. And it's in it's chapter 5, verse 5. I'm going to read it. So then keep your eyes on Leo there, realizing that's the house, okay? And look at where the sun, or the S-O-N, is, okay, on the ecliptic line. I'm going to read just a little bit back, okay? I'm going to start in verse 4. And John said, and I wept. John says he wept. He's weeping. He's weeping much because no man was found worthy to open and to read the book. This is the book that was just taken out of the one that was sitting on the throne. Okay? The King Star. Right? The King Star. It's just taken from him. So it says no man was found worthy to open the book. All right? So then it says, and so John's weeping. And then verse 5 says, and one of the elders saith unto me. Imagine one of the elders saying unto John that's seeing the sun entering into his house or coming in, right? Says, one of the elders saith unto me, weep not. Behold, the Lion There it is, the Lion of Judah, or the Lion of Judah, the Son of God, all right? Could have said the Son of God. Behold, the Son of God, the root of David. But he said the Lion of the tribe of Judah, okay? What would represent the Lion of the tribe of Judah? There it is. There's the house. Hath prevailed to open the book and to loosen the seven seals thereof. All right? So he's just entering in. So I guess it would mean that he's just about to open the seven seals. Amen, brothers and sisters? Right? This is the 11th is today. Look it. He just entered in. He's just in the house. Give him a little bit of time. Now I'm going to show you something amazing. All right? We're going to read it in Psalms. I'm going to go to Psalms 19. Thank you, Brother Daniel, for your work. Fantastic work. Brother, you've gotten our eyes on the heavens, and this is where we need to be now. We really, I would say everybody that can should download this free program and start looking at the heavens. This is where we were told to look up when you see all these things happening, look up. Your redemption draweth nigh. This is what we should be looking up to and understanding. So the understanding is in the stars and the heavens, in the place where there are many mansions, right? Look at all the mansions in there. All these things have their places, and there's a borderline for every one of them. All right? All of them. 36, I guess there is of these, I'm told. I'm studying it too, so I'm not 100% on all of this, but there it is, right? All right, so we come back here. We go back to the woman. All right, and the lion and the woman. All right, we'll bring it down. Let us see a little bit here. Hopefully this guy, it looks like it's working, so I'm just continuing on. So the sun is in the house of Leo, and it's just gotten in the house, or Jesus. Let's just say Jesus just entered his house. Okay. Watch what happens if I go. Remember what I told you the other day in my other videos, that the Jubilee year ends on September the 17th. Well, let's just go to September 17th. And where is our Lord going to be on the 17th? Or let's say even the 16th. We could go there. 16th. Come on, Lola. Yeah, there we go. Look, Jesus is just about to exit his house. All right? He's just about to exit his house. This is his house. This would be, if you take everything else away, watch, let's see if I can do that. Look it. There's his house, brothers and sisters. All right? There it is. How can you deny that? It's the representation of Judah, Lion of Judah. It's who Revelation 5:5 tells us this is. And he's on the ecliptic, and he's now getting ready to exit the house. Look at the number, 916, right? 2016, September the 16th, 2016, okay? He's getting ready. If I were to focus right into the line, now I know this is off, so I'm not, not saying it's on this very day, but this will be the day before the end of the Jubilee, brothers and sisters, okay? At 7 o'clock in the morning, all right? New York time. All right. Let's just let me do something here. Let me pull this up. I can't see it because let's see. Let's do that. Now, if I were to do this, let's just change 1 hour. No. All right, hold on. Yeah, let's go up. Let's go to the 12 o'clock. That's 12 noon. That's 12 noon. We got to go, let's say, up to 2400, right? There it is. There's the 0 hour. Let's go down to 0000. There we go, right there. It's 12 midnight. Okay. Let's find him again. Where's Leo? Where is he? Where's Leo? Leo, where are you? There he goes. Okay. All right, there's the house. Let's focus in on the sun. Let's just see where we are at midnight hour. Okay, on the 17th. Well, yeah, it just turned 17, right? That's the very end of the Jubilee. Look at that. Look at that. Brothers and sisters, come on. All right? there it is. The Son, S-U-N, or if representation-wise, S-O-N. The Son of God has left his house. All right? That's what I wanted to show you. That's what the whole thing, really all I have to do is show you that. All right? Now, I just want to read it. Let's read it in Psalms, because this is how it identifies what I've just showed you. So Psalms 19, and you know what? I could probably do more study on this and find it in many more places and probably have to remake another video similar to this. But it talks about, well, let's go into Malachi. I can give you at least one more. That's two witnesses, okay? Malachi 4:2, I believe. How it would relate to the Son, okay? That's important too, right? Now, we want to know that there's something that it refers to the Son being Jesus, all right? Something like that would relate us to that. So if we go to Malachi 4:2, it tells us right here in that verse, but unto you that fear my name shall the Son of Righteousness, S-U-N, the Son of Righteousness arise. Who's he talking about? The Son of Righteousness. Who is that? It's spelled in Malachi, S-U-N. What's he talking about? The Son of Righteousness? Would that represent Jesus? I mean, we're looking at Jupiter being the king star. I don't believe we have, I wonder if there's anything in the Bible that actually says Jupiter to be the king star. Or this is more of a thing that the ancients believed that, Jupiter was the king star. But this right here is written in the Bible, the Son of Righteousness, Malachi 4:2. And look what it says. It identifies the Son. It says, but unto you that fear my name shall the Son of Righteousness arise with healing in his wings, and ye shall go forth and grow up as calves of a stall. And I love other versions, they say you shall go forth with joy and leap as calves set to pasture. All right? Rather be out to pasture than in a stall. Okay? But it's all in the way it's worded, in the way the Hebrew, I could probably do a deep study as well as you on what it means and how it represents those that are set free. Hey, Isaiah 61, chapter 61 and verse 1 and 2. Liberty, setting the captives free, setting those that are bound free. Okay, that happens on the Jubilee. Didn't mean to rhyme that, but just the way it came out. So the Son of Righteousness with healing in his wings, okay? It's a representation of the Son of God. And he's come through his house, and here's the date. This is the end of the Jubilee, the last day, prophetically speaking, from the 23rd of September, 2015. Brothers and sisters, that's what it is. Why would you be delivered by the prophetic count of days when you multiply the 62 weeks times 7, which is 434 years, right? And then you'd multiply the 434 years times 360 days, and it would bring you from an exact point in time, the 21st of August to 1967, the seventh day of June, 1967. To the exact day, by the day count, right? You'd have to 360 day it, right? The year. So then when you get there, it's another 49 years, and that right there delivers us to last year. And that started the first day of the Jubilee year. It just doesn't get any better than that. And that's so accurate and to the point. And what I've been saying in others and to others is that the Pharisees and Sadducees, they had the book of Daniel. So they knew that it was his time. They knew that this man that was doing miracles and healing the sick and raising the dead and all the things, they knew it. They did not accept him because they didn't accept the package he was in. They wanted him to come and kick butt, all right? To put it lightly. They wanted him to set up his kingdom then. They were looking to set the Messiah. The Messiah was going to come and give them 1,000 years of that was going to start then. But this didn't happen. Jesus came for us all, and they could not accept that. All right. That's why it says those that are Jews inwardly are not, are more Jews than those that are outwardly. Okay. So what's in your heart, brothers and sisters? Not what comes out of your mouth, but what's in your heart. Okay. Or not what you put into your mouth, into your body, but what comes out. Okay. And that's what that means is it's what's in your heart comes out. If you have love and care and are seeking God, then you're going to love your enemy. Okay. And I'll tell you what, a lot of people in amongst us, brothers and sisters, that get very adamant with each other over end times prophecies. Look, unless that prophecy hits the nail on the head, okay, which this one right here with the date has hit. There's no other way. I'm sorry. It's not me saying this. It's the Bible. The Bible has basically ruled out any kind of, it's non-negotiable. All right? It's non-negotiable. This date is the end of the Jubilee. So what does it mean? Ask yourself the question. Can we be delivered to the exact year, the start of that year, right? And what was happening last year? Everybody was thinking there's going to be a crash. It was so being foretold because it was 7 years from the date of the last crash, okay, which was 2008 on the 29th of September, and it would happen to be Elul 29. So understand that if this is true, if the Bible is true, which it certainly is, okay, and it's given us an exact date by 360 days, per year, and counting those days involved with the actual count of the weeks, and it brought us to September 23rd, 2015, then you'd only have another 360 days to complete, because it's not going to change then to go to 365, okay? It's just not. It's going to be 360 days from the start of that Jubilee year, prophetically speaking, and this is the date it takes us to. All right? So I'm to believe that, now remember, there's another sign, and that's the one that Brother Scotty from Eternal Rhythm Flow has found. God bless you, Brother Scotty. Awesome. And I'll show you that sign. Watch this. Let's go to that sign. That's next year. That would be 2017, and it would be the 23rd. Okay, the 23rd of, there it is. Here comes the sign. We got to go to oh, okay, hold on. We got to bring up the woman. But look at Leo first, because I'll drag him off the screen a little bit. So you got Leo, you got how many? You got the stars, 9 stars in Leo here in the count, and then you got 10, 11, 12. Okay, so there's your 12 stars, the crown of 12 stars. The woman clothed with the sun. There's the sun in Virgo on the ecliptic, okay, on her shoulder. Okay, all right. That's the sun. Now, let me ask you this. Last year, if it was last year, okay, and there's the moon below her feet, where it is. There it is. Wait a minute. How come the moon's not below her feet? Wait a minute. There's the moon is below her feet there. All right, but it's, okay, that's the 24th. I know the date is 9/23, but at any rate, it's by her feet. It's going to be below her feet, that right between the 23, 24. See, so it's funny. I thought it was right exactly below her feet on the 23rd, because that's the date going around, 9/23, but it's actually the 24th. Oh, I'm sorry. No, it's the 23rd. See, I have the clock set. All right, so we can back the clock up, and it will be right below her feet on the 23rd. Okay. See, that's just turned to the 23rd. So by morning time, we can go all the way. We could do all that. Right. We could go back. I won't do it because it's just going to take too long to do. But the moon is at our feet. This is the date, 9/23. Next year, but it's a year later. So if we go back 1 year, where is the sun, right? A year prior to this, right? See where that's the same place the sun is next year, okay? Jupiter's here. Same, but Jupiter will be down, down in the womb of the woman next year. Jupiter will be over here somewhere in the 23rd, I think. Let's see. Let's watch. 9/23. Yeah, Jupiter has exited, okay? Just prior. In fact, you back it up a little bit. See, this is a fun program because it really is neat to watch where when you're using the relationship of what these things are. So on the 9/9, see that 9/9 is just exiting. Jupiter's just exiting 2017, just exiting the womb because this is the area. Anywhere in this area is the womb area. See, the belly. Okay, right? So yeah, baby, the representation of the king is being born. All right, or coming. The king is coming. Right. The king is coming. Well, I can show you another way that it shows us the king is coming. Who is the king? The father of the Jupiter is the father, right? Or the king star, right? Jesus, the son, right? We'll go back to where? 17, 16. There it is, 16. Just left his house, okay? Could it be that that's the point right there between 9:16, 9:17? 9:15. Well, he's still in the house on 9:15. Right, September 15th, he's still in the house. Somewhere between 15 and 16, he's leaving the house. Okay. Now we have to read it. Now we have to, because I've been blathering here. Watch this. I hope if this isn't going on, I'd give up. If this thing is not showing you guys, all right. So it's like the sun, right? So we go to Psalm 19. The heavens declare the glory of God. Heavens, all the chambers, right? In my Father's house are many mansions, right? All the chambers, folks, okay? And it says, the heavens declare the glory of God, and the firmament show forth his handiwork. Day unto day uttereth speech, and night unto night showeth knowledge. Now, nighttime, what are you going to see? You're going to see these constellations, right? All these constellations. Let's bring this out of here. Right? You're going to see all the constellations. So night unto night, you're going to see the constellations and see where you won't see the sun because it's at nighttime, all right? But you're going to see Venus and you're going to see Jupiter and you're going to see the other planets that you'll be able to see, and they'll be in the positions of these different houses, okay? Sounds just a lot like astrology, all right? Not astronomy, but it sounds more like astrology. But remember, the three wise men, they were astrologers. So far be it for me to say they weren't wise, okay? They were wise in the ways of what the heavens were showing, okay? And day unto day, they utter a speech. What happens during the day when it's daytime? Let's see if I can bring it up. Daytime, you won't see anything. Let's see. Oh, daytime. Well, no, that's still nighttime. Okay. Anyway, so during the daytime, it utter a speech where you're talking about what you saw last night in the sky, right? So they're confirming with each other. Damn, did you see what I saw? Jupiter's in, Jupiter's in Virgo, and Mercury's down in the lower part of the house of Leo. You see, it's kind of like astrology has always been. It's not been taught us because it's what astrology is the study of yourself and how it lines up with your birth sign, your sun's sign. Okay, we're not to We're not to read the horoscopes and go along with the idea of it's under our. We were born under these sun signs. Okay? The SUN is actually the SON. It's a sun sign, SON sign. It's a sign of the sun, all right? The Son of Man, right? The woman in the heavens clothed with the sun and the moon under her feet. That's all this is scriptural, okay? But we don't do it as unto ourselves to foretell our own futures and what we should do and all that. We don't do that. But we can look at this, because remember, the stars. In the stars are written each one of these names of these stars, the Nobla, and can't even pronounce half of them, Zoma, and Shirtan. All these stars, they have names and meanings. Regulus, of course, royalty. All right. Each one has, in these constellations, there's an alpha, beta, and delta star. The brightest one, the first magnitude, the brightest one, and then it's a lesser one, and then it's a lesser one, A, B, C, okay? And each one of them has 3 stars in it. And each one of those stars has a name, and it's all the heavens declare the gospel, all right? But it's been never really taught. And I used to have a study that I did, took me all day to do, and I lost it. I just don't know why. I've been looking through my paperwork and I can't find it. But I wrote down each one of the names of the stars, the alpha star and the beta star and the delta star, and and what their names meant. Price deficient. I mean, I can't even remember it all, but it goes into Libra. Okay, this is, in the zodiac, this is Libra. Okay, but we call it the scales. And Zubinan, Kanubi. I mean, it just, see these weird, wacky names? They all mean something. A price deficient and a price paid. I don't know which one it is, but this is all what the stars mean and speak, okay? So their voice basically speaks, although it's not an audible voice. But if we read on, I just want to get to this part, and I'm going to end the video, because I don't know if you're seeing this or not, but I want to make sure if you're not seeing it, that it's not going to go on forever. So their line is going out through all the earth, and the words to the end of the world. In them hath he set a tabernacle, or a house, okay? A house, a tabernacle, right? Right? Look, where's the sun going through? Where is it? It's in a tabernacle. It's in a house, all right? It's just entered in, right? The S-O-N, it's just entered into his house, okay? There it is. It says he set a tabernacle or a place. There it is. And there's tabernacles on this ecliptic, just like our brother Daniel showed us. Every time the sun crosses through one of these tabernacles, okay? But this is his tabernacle, because it's a representation of the line of Judah, which is as a bridegroom. And listen to what the wording is. Coming out of his chamber. When does he come out of his chamber? When? 9:16. Here he comes. Here he comes. There he comes. All right. 9:17 is the last day of the Jubilee year. 16, he's just out. He just came out and shut the door. Okay. 17 is the end of the Jubilee, brothers and sisters. That's prophetic. Okay. Love you. God bless you. I hope this really shows up, and I hope it works. Let me go out of this, and let me stop screen sharing. No more screen share. All right. Brothers and sisters, I hope you saw it all, and I hope that we're very close, okay? And just because the end of the Jubilee is and the sun leaves the house of Leo the Lion doesn't mean it can't happen before he leaves the house. Okay? But it sure looks like this right here, this one verse says, which is as a bridegroom, verse 5, chapter 19 of Psalms, which is as a bridegroom, the sun. Its representation is the sun. He sets a tabernacle for the sun, which has healing in its wings, Malachi 4:2. Okay? and rejoices as a strong man to run a race. All right. God bless you, Brother John out.